Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Green here with No More News. Thank you for joining me today, Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. Huge show today. More of this bullshit slop peddler pushing the Charlie Kirk stuff. We got a crazy new rabbi clip. We got some Christ brain stuff. So much to get into today. I'm going to be on somebody else's show, or it might be recorded later on in the afternoon. Colette's coming on tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll probably do the book club tomorrow night, the big chapter. So a lot going on. Appreciate Bologna for making that one. That one's good. But first, I want to start with this. Jewish rabbi about Christ and the gospel, translated from Russian, I believe, here. Let's see what this guy has to say. How are we? Oh, yeah, powerchat.live/knowmorenews. Getting that turned on right now. That link is pinned to the top of the live chat on Rumble. And in the description below, whoa, I'm a little high here. Hold on. Just late getting in the seat. There we go. Calm the hair down. Whew. All right. We're ready. Let's see. What does this rabbi have to say? Wait. Hold on. Uh-oh. My audio is not set up right. There we go. Bing, bang, boom. Most interesting thing, he never existed. A fictional character. He never was. We came up with this nonsense for them to take them away from the lowest forms of idol worship. Wow. I'm curious the context of this. It looks like he's reading something. Is he like telling you somebody else's argument or what a rabbi said? Or is this what he's just spilling the beans? There it is. Wow. There it is. Let's hear that one more time. We'll back it up. He never existed. Speaking about Jesus, a fictional character. He never was. We came up with this nonsense for them to take them away from their idol worship. We wrote their foundations, their laws. We wrote everying. The gospel? Such an ugly word it turned out to be. From Matthew. Who was Matthew? Some what is that, like a Jew? All Jews. Hear him laughing that you worship a Jewish religion. Goyim, does that not bother you? They're laughing at you. They're celebrating. Are you kidding me? What all this for, you assholes? Believe it. Wait. I wonder if this is exactly what this rabbi is really saying. Is this a mistranslation? Anybody, any Russian speaking in the chat? Is this real? Do I got to run this in ChatGPT or something to get this translated? Somebody might have just made up what he's saying.
Чтобы хотя бы не делали такие гадости, как делает Хамас. Хотя Коран тоже мы им написали и подсунули этому Мухаммеду. Тоже еврей.
Sure seems like it's matching.
Они все перевернули.
What he's saying.
Убивать. Так самое интересное, его никогда не существовало. Выдуманный персонаж.
Translation's correct? Do you know? How do you know, Yappa?
Мы придумали им эту чушь.
He goes into his own rant when he starts talking about the Gospels. Is this legit? Yeah. Oh, he's making it up. He's lying. He's coping. No, it's all made by Jews. And it did turn pagans into worshiping the King of the Jews. Where's the lie? Dude, crazy. First it was Mizrahi, and then it was this guy now saying he doesn't exist. Remember the other dude that said that? Watch, I'll just search Israeli too. Meanwhile, Christians will say, "Oh, he existed. It's even in the Talmud. Oh, if he didn't exist, then why do they hate him so much?" Some of them have figured it out and are spilling the beans on it.
My question today for you is Jesus. Okay, do you think he celebrated Hanukkah or Christmas?
There's no actually a record about Jesus being existed
Really?
by Romans, not by anyone. It's just like for Jews, Jesus is like Santa Claus. I mean, Santa Claus is actually based on a real priest named Saint Nicholas.
Okay.
But Jesus was like all made up.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think that they are the Brit Hadashah is all fiction?
By Jews.
Made up by Jews?
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. And why would they do that?
To convert other tribes to believe in the same God.
Even though it's fiction.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter then, because he wouldn't have celebrated anything.
But when I say it, it's an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory and I'm a bad person. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Because he wasn't real.
Like conceptual, you know, wise. He was a Jew, so yeah, he would celebrate Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
even though there's the...
Was a Christian Jew.
No, Josephus wasn't
To agree with his existence.
Did you know that the Roman Empire fell because of the spread of Christianity, not because of a
course.
big war?
Yeah. Exactly.
Pretty powerful. I mean, that's
Yeah.
some good evidence of, you know,
Jews,
something.
power.
Jews power, he says. That's crazy. Oh, wow. We got to save this one. We definitely got to save this one. That's crazy. I love how the Cope is trusting a Jew. But you want to say, oh, there's nothing they hate more, and it says in the Talmud this and that. Are you trusting Jews? Are you trusting this is what they really think? Are we trusting Maimonides when the rabbis repeat what Maimonides says, that Christianity served a divine purpose to bring the Gentiles to the God of Israel? Are they lying and coping about that? Or is that just true in what they really actually think and say? You're trusting. Oh, you mean the people that believe in Jewish prophecies in the God of Israel? Those are the people accusing me of trusting Jews? They trust in their covenant and want to be grafted into it? Please. All right, that's fire. How have the Jews been a blessing to the entire world? Let's see. Christian, answer that question.
How have the Jews been a blessing to the entire world? My Bible is a Jewish book. My Savior is a Jewish man. And then he's promised them a land forever. So if God is a promise-keeping God, I believe in that. He's promised to himself. He didn't even promise to Abraham.
Also, trusting Jews. Who else am I supposed to reference when I'm showing what Jews think about Jesus than showing you what Jews say and think? Oh, you trust the Jews. Where the question is, what do the Jews think about Christianity and Jesus?
So it wasn't like, well, Abraham blew it, Isaac blew it, Jacob blew it. And they all did. I mean, they're all very dysfunctional. Not all of them, but Jacob and his sons, other than Joseph, maybe Benjamin, were extremely dysfunctional. But still, through that,
well, you trust Jews. Meanwhile, you affirm every little bit of bullshit and fake history in the Torah.
Names of those 12 sons
wouldn't be me
are going to be on the New Jerusalem, on the gates of the New Jerusalem, even through that dysfunction. But I'm thankful because the name of the apostles are going to be on the foundations of the New Jerusalem. And so I see two unique entities, but we still share a lot of the same blessings, like that olive tree, that some of the branches were broken off. This was the cultivated olive tree, which is Israel. And the wild olive tree branches are grafted in. Now, we're the wild olive tree.
Yeah, hello.
The Gentiles, yeah. So we should be so thankful, instead of being arrogant, well, we replace Israel. We should be thankful that we get to share in some of the blessings, but we're not taking over those blessings. They're not to us, they're to Israel. But we get to share in some of those blessings for eternity, and for that I'm grateful.
So cocked, so cocked. Average Christian. That's what happens when you believe in a Jewish God. I love the Copes too. I love this meme. Rabbi Yeshua HaMashiach is totally white and European. You're a Jew if you don't think Jesus was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan, say these idiot E-Crusader LARPers. It's incredible. Never forget your roots, Christians. Never forget They are the root that supports you. They are the natural branches. Thank you, Dinsdale.
Boomer bucks, some stock picks came.
Let's go. Thank you, Trump and the stock. God bless Trump and the stock market. Thank you, Dinsdale. Dinsdale, that's the boomer money, right? Dinsdale the boomer? Let's go. Good meme. I need to make this into a full thumbnail and maybe redo a couple other mock-ups. But the root that supports you, Christianity, you're never removing the Judeo from Christianity. You're the wild branches that get grafted into the Jews and the natural branches, who they had to be cut off to let you be grafted in. Their transgression in rejecting the Messiah, according to prophecy, is what to conquer the Goy. Yeah. Breadcrumbs under the Jewish master's table. The scraps like a dog. Never forget your roots. Let's see Russell Brand's new project.
Thank you, Lord, for the gift of life.
Somebody tagged me on this. Let's see Russell's latest.
Thank you, Lord, for the gift of life. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for the privilege of being with these people. Thank you for the bravery of the men and women that serve their nations, but also any nation. For surely, Lord, your love is abiding. You are the Creator. You are the Heavenly Father. You're present here now. We have no God like you. Surely, God, we are grateful for you. Lord, we would ask that we be shown what
Thank you, Lord, for getting me off heroin and being a sex addict.
Is unify us, guide Amos, and for those men that felt the pang of suffering, in particular around suicide in that moment, know that you are comforted. Know that before you make that choice, the Lord is present and that he is available to you and that he died for us, and that none of us need to feel shame, that we are all before him on our knees, even our
no shame.
Line up beside us.
He died for you because you're so evil and sinful, and you have now Jesus dropped the charges. No more shame and guilt. All is forgiven.
Before him, you are the true Savior.
I'm not worthless.
You are the Christ. We accept you absolutely, Lord.
Thank you, Anonymous.
$5K, but not a cult, just like a regular religion where we get together and sing songs and have snacks afterwards.
Sing songs?
One, please.
Sing songs. I'm not a cult leader. Sorry, Anonymous.
$5 here, Adam. Whatever happened to my college setting up a debate between you and Duke? PS, has your crow brought you any gifts yet?
Crow has been gone. I ended up thinking the debate was not a good idea. Maybe he'll bring it up tomorrow.
Garrett sent $5.
We'll see.
Just wanted to shout out Macrometer and the other high rollers who subsidize
Seriously.
the show for us.
Yeah, they're paying for the whole show for you guys, so you better be grateful. Anybody dropping the big donos, they are making this happen.
Turn away from sin, we repent and we embrace you. Please show the people in this room their particular path, their vision, that we may glory not ourselves, but glory you, Lord Jesus Christ. This we ask in your name. Amen. Amen.
What did this Christian do? I really don't know why I was tagged on that. That was just a basic bitch Russell prayer. Nothing too crazy.
Ma'am, can you explain to me what happened? Who'd you throw in the water?
I gave my son to God.
Your son?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake, and I gave him to God.
How old's your son that's in the lake?
4.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish. Yes. There's no fish large enough on an atwell to swallow your husband.
You're actually
seen this
supposed
before.
to go look for him in the bottom of the lake, and you will find the fish, and you will find my husband.
Well, we really need to verify your husband's still with us.
Go out in the bottom of the lake.
So
do you
we
have
need
scuba divers?
Yeah, we're going to have to call divers in to go to the bottom of the lake.
Please do.
You're saying your 4-year-old son's down there too?
He's with God.
Okay. We're out with the mother. She is advising that she threw her 4-year-old son in the lake to give him to God. She's also now saying that the husband's in the water. She's going to log that and notify the dive team. We'll put you in the back of the squad.
The King Off a Nation sent $0.
Nah, fuck that guy. That guy is a kook and believes kooky shit and blocked me for no apparent reason after I had him on my show and was cool. So I don't know what his problem is, but F him. And no, you shouldn't watch him because he's a kook. Believes ridiculous shit.
Okay, but you're going to sit down in the back of the squad for us, okay?
This is a miracle from God, and you will see.
Ma'am, can you explain to me what happened? Who'd you throw in the water?
I gave my...
That's ridiculous. Glenn Beck explains why he's a Zionist.
Reading from the scroll of Isaiah. And into this story, God himself walks in. not to start a new religion, not to abolish, but to fulfill. Born to a Jewish mother, circumcised on the 8th day, keeping the Passover, reading from the scroll of Isaiah. His mother, his disciples, his apostles, his first church, Jewish, every single one. Christianity did not replace the story, it entered the story.
Yeah, but at least you're part of the movies. You're extras in the movie, but at least you're part of the movie, Goy. The Jews are the stars, all right? They're the treasure of God's eye, the apple of his eye, his treasured possession. Speed him up a little bit.
As Pastor Hagee pointed out, he says to the Gentiles in Romans, not triumph, a warning. You didn't plant the tree. You're a wild branch. You're grafted onto the root.
$5
You didn't grow.
Also a major thanks. Lots of other big tippers out there over the years, but I forget the.
Yes, there's been a few making it possible.
Oh, so don't boast against the root. The branch doesn't carry the root carries the branch. We are the branch. And I tell you, knowing that should leave us so humble and so grateful. Then Paul says the thing that settles it forever. The gifts and the callings of God are irrevocable. They're not temporary. They're not fashionable. They're not up for revision when we're like, I don't know if that really works for me right now, God. Irrevocable, never changing. And that is why I'm a Zionist. Not because Israel is flawless. She's a government. Governments fail all the time. They're run by men, and they fail. I don't agree with every decision coming out of Jerusalem.
Yeah, I love how Christians will be, e-Crusaders will be like, you pagans worship trees. And they're like, ooh, we're the branch. Ooh, we're the branch of God grafted in to the holy Jewish root. That could be a meme. That'd be a Christians posting coal meme, I think. Branch. Does he already have a branch one? He has another one where it's like something tree, and then they're worshiping the cross. Started as a tree.
I don't agree with everything that's coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and I like the guy. If loving your country means agreeing with its every leader, none of us would have countries left, okay? None of us. My support was never built on the perfection of a politician. It's built on the perfection of God Almighty.
Dude, we got to stop pretending that the Jewish books are God, that the Jews can speak for God. If you grant that, you lost. If you grant that, it's over.
You get that distinction wrong, you get that one thing wrong, and everything falls apart. You're shattered in the end. Because if your faith rests on one man's always going to come along and just break it. Mine rests on the one who told Moses his name was I am. He doesn't poll. He doesn't evolve.
He almost cried when he said that.
He doesn't wake up one morning and go, maybe I should reconsider that. He
Moses
keeps his promise to Abraham. And because of that, I know he keeps his promise to me.
This is just Christianity, average Christianity, the Christianity with all the power, the Christianity that's going to continue dominating, the Christianity that's going to shut you down and vilify you and marginalize you and have you be nothing but play the heel and the villain that's discredited. That's all it's doing. All right. Let's get into all the lies today from the conspiraslop, pro-Russia sphere, Christian, Muslim, kooky, kosher conspiracy, distraction bullshit. There's a lot of it. I'm going to go over how stupid it all is. We'll see how much I cortisol raise. All right, number one, they're still trying to deny all the video evidence and the security footage of Tyler Robinson being at the school in Utah by sharing around this video. Look at this, 9,000 likes. You realize that this is the AI enhanced version. Before they caught the guy, they got these photos. They were super blurry. People said, clear it up. AI, get rid of the blur, make it better. And that created this guy. Changed the shirt up even, I believe, too. Or the hat. The hat's different. This is not an actual photo of the guy on the day. They go, look, it's not the same guy. How can you think this is the same guy? It was blurry, and they used AI to try to improve it and make it clearer. And it changed it. That's what happened. It's 10 months later. How do all these investigators not know this? This has been well known from the beginning. And are they really stupid? Are they just ignoring everybody correcting them in the replies? Or are they deliberately lying? It's only one of those. I saw Sam Tripoli share this tweet before. Sam, what are you doing, dude? Embarrassing. You want to none of these people want to debate any of this stuff too. They're all running from Andrew Wilson still. Candace, Graham Allen, Ian Carroll. No way that's him. No, it's not him. It was this is AI altered image that was blurry. All right. It's been 10 months and they're still pushing this. Definitely legit. 3,000 likes. Everybody responding. It's AI. How stupid are you? How do you still not know this? Okay. Ian Carroll now. So we covered on the stream yesterday. All the shit Candace has been saying for 10 months is being completely dismantled with the evidence coming out in the case. She claimed Tyler Robinson was never on campus. He's all over the campus. His DNA's all over the crime. His plates are there. His cell phone is tracked to the area. He's all over the footage. His mom identified him in the footage even. All right. And then Ian Carroll, after Candace has been completely dismantled and destroyed from the evidence coming forth, all the claims being debunked one by one, this fraud comes out and says Candace is vindicated by day 2 of the Robinson trial. With his smug little pizza boy face. What a total fraud. How much? Candace claimed that there was no gunshot, that he was blown up with a lapel mic. The medical examiner autopsy report says death by gunshot in the neck. All right. And this fraud, how much has she paid you, Ian? You went and filled in her show when she was on maternity leave. How many? $1 million? $2 million? How much did they pay you? You want to talk about anybody that doesn't go along with kooky Candace and every bullshit thing she says is getting $7,000 or works for Netanyahu or all this bullshit. How much did she pay you? Why'd she go over to Russia? Why is everybody promoting this in the pro-Russia sphere, kosher conspiracy slop network? I don't think the Jews could ask for better or worse opposition, more retarded and easily refutable opposition. This fraud. She's been completely debunked, and he claims she's vindicated. Stop the gaslighting.
According to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
I mean, who is Tyler Robinson? What the fuck was he doing there?
I don't
Do you think
Tyler Robinson was there.
You don't think he was there?
No. I think he's a total patsy.
Were you able to determine at what time or times Mr. Robinson visited the UVU campus on September 10th?
Yeah, we were able to establish
Carlin, hello.
that, Mr. Robinson had been on.
Carlin, are you sick of all this shit? Do you see these frauds? Do you see these conspiratard grifters doubling down this cult? Please tell me you see it, Carlin.
Campus approximately 4 times throughout the day, twice before the shooting, the time of the shooting, and then after the shooting later in the evening into the early hours.
They got him all over his car.
Tyler
and the plates
has
all over.
never even stepped foot on UVU campus. In fact, according...
So, totally wrong. She's absolutely wrong again. And this fraud, Ian Carroll, gets up and gaslights and pretends like she's vindicated. Crazy. That's crazy. Delusional, lying fraud. He's all over. Dude, talk about zero integrity, no shame. This guy that pops up with these kosher conspiracies on TikTok blows up out of nowhere in the last couple years, over 1 million followers. Straight pipeline straight on to Joe Rogan. Nothing sus with any of that. He says he never stepped foot on campus. There he is.
According to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
Now they're all trying to say, "Oh, look, it's so blurry." Look at this. Hold on. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Watch the Stu Peters bullshit.
In fact, according to my source, Tyler has never even stept foot on
this is the same
UVU
video.
campus.
You can.
Approximately
We got it.
4 times.
All right, Jimmy Dore, another guy that's always on RT that's pushing all the kosher slop. Imagine that. Another comedian. What's with all these comedians and this slop? Your old buddy Owen Benjamin, Owen Schroyer. Alex Jones just did a video about how maybe Charlie's still alive. They couldn't make it any more retarded. Professor Zhang, there's another one too, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Jimmy Dore isn't a Russia shill? Jimmy Dore hasn't been on RT a bunch of times? One state? I'm sorry. Am I imagining things? Oh, just asking questions, one state. Just following the money, one state. You gonna tell me not to believe my eyes, one state? They're all Russia shills on RT? Jimmy Dore, his response is, bad day for the Tyler Robinson was not on campus that day, retards. He laughs. I say, it's the same guy you're looking at a recording on a big screen. Yeah, by the way, it's not even the highest quality photo. They're showing the videos in the courtroom on with a projector or on a TV monitor, and then somebody is recording that, recording on a screen. So the originals that'll come out when the case is done probably are going to be, and they're going to do the improved versions with the zoom in and the circles and the highlights and all of that. All right. They're looking at a recording on a big screen. The mom identified him in the videos. He turned himself in. He's going to probably plead guilty. Then you're going to say, oh, he's a patsy, but he's pleading guilty, so he's a crisis actor. He's MK Ultra. That's where this is going. His DNA is all over the crime. The plates of his car registered to the DMV to his name. His cell phone being tracked to the area. The jig is up. And then you just laugh because you act like, oh, it's too blurry. It's too blurry. Look at Stu Peters, okay? Another Russia shill guy that has Dugan on and does all the kosher conspiracy slop. That was basically QAnon and COVID and just started talking about Jews in the last few years. Again, another one. Prosecution, this is Tyler Robinson on the campus. Trust me, bro. Look at this photo. Look at this screenshot he shows. It's like he purposely made it more blurry. How did he, it's already a little blurry, but how come this is the photo that I was able to get, where you can clearly see the facial structure of the chin and the jaw in that photo, the outfit is the same, with that same Hurley looking hat, glasses, same fit of the t-shirt. So my image looks much more clear, my screenshot of the same frame, and this is what his looks like. Does anybody think that's good faith? Does anybody think that's good faith? And to ignore all the other corroborating evidence that it was him there. See, and it's just people. This is just like a game. It's like that. This is their pastime, is just denying reality all day. The grift is just to say everybody's a liar and everything's fake, and you can only trust me, your internet conspiracy guru. That's what this is. Funny how they're using the fake AI image. They're showing extra blurry versions. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Beowulf. Interesting that Goldco sponsored both Stu Peters and Candace Owens and has a Russian Jewish CEO. I wonder if Jimmy Dore is also involved with Goldco. That'd be good to look into. Good point. Thank you.
Garrett sent $5. He is wearing a maroon. I think he may have been on the.
Pretty fraudulent, Stu, to post the extra blurry photo when I'm able to get one that's way more quality. Look at this. Look at the one I was able to get. Shoot, where is it? Here we go. Looks just like him to me. And remember, this is somebody in the courtroom recording a screen on the other side of the room. The original copy is going to be much more clear. They'll be able to do a zoom. They'll be able to do a depixelate, and it's going to look exactly like him. You guys just got to admit defeat.
Sent $0 on all of these kooky conspiracies are detracting from the real problem of increasing violent Marxist/queer/
not only that, but like
that Carl and why can't anyone ever address the real
exactly
issues?
All the real issues that we have are being drowned out and distracted by this bullshit. I think Russia-connected Russian-controlled opposition op that's going on right now. That's what I think this is. But I'm sorry, but I mean, with that footage, this looks as close as Tyler as you're going to get. But no, they're showing extra blurry photos and just laughing as if it's so funny. Candace did this. This was her cope now. So she's been saying for months that he wasn't on campus, right? She's been saying that. Of course, if he was a patsy and he wasn't on campus, what's he doing in the courtroom smiling and laughing and not screaming, "It's a setup, I'm a patsy, I didn't do it"? Why none of that, huh? Explain that. Candace goes, Tyler Robinson is just above 5'10". She's such a fraud. She doesn't show the other image with the ruler behind him where it shows he's like, oh, his license says 5'10", but clearly you can see she cuts off the top of his head that goes a bunch above 70 inches. 72 inches is 6 feet. So 5'10" goes straight through the middle of his dome right there. And she's up here saying, he looks too small in the image. She goes, he looks way taller in the image. He's shorter than that. That was her cope yesterday. Now she wakes up today and it's like,
sent $20. They are about to play the audio of the Lance Twiggs interview video with apparently he
oh,
has
cool. I'll go to the live. Can somebody link me the live? I'll go watch that live right now. I want to see it. Zelensky says, so only America. Dude, it's not the media. It's who has the better evidence and what makes more sense. All right? Any internet kook can say anything or accuse anybody of anything. And then if we show evidence, you go, oh, you believe the evidence? You believe the government? Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work that way. That's conspiracy brain. Do you not see that she's claiming he's 5'10" when he's clearly above 5'10"? And that it's all cope anyway. It's clearly him in the videos. And this is her desperate, grasping at straws, flailing attempt in desperation to come up with some new cope that she's wrong, that he wasn't on campus. As if anybody can look at security footage and know if somebody's 5'10" or 6 foot anyway. She just keeps digging and doubling down, as all these people do. One state saying, are you spurging one state? Oh, yeah, he is. He's a Russia shill seething. Got it. All right, so Candace, 5,000 likes too. Dude, how much more bad faith can they be to say, oh, he's only 5'10" and cut off the top of his head? That's just crazy. Crazy level of gaslighting. And they go, oh, well, the government lies. Everything I see you guys saying is a lie. Egyptian planes, stupid nothing burger lie. Fort Huachuca, nothing burging lie. He can't climb up on the roof. It's easy to get up on the roof. He doesn't say vehicle. He said vehicle.
$50 the government gave him growth hormone. I have an inside source, aka headcanon.
He was on growth hormone? I think I saw, oh, there's a video. Where is that? There was a video. I have it on the save later. Some like guy that knew him or was on the Discord talked about all the weird shit he was into. It was HRT, one of them. They were taking HRT. She was wrong about the Utah time thing. Yeah. Wrong about him not being on campus. Wrong about it being allowed. She's been wrong about every single thing. And these frauds like Lionel and Jimmy Dore go, oh, she's got the receipt. She's so smart. And then the conspiracy brain, they go, oh, everybody's attacking Candace. That means she's over the target. Like, no, if you're accusing a bunch of people of outlandish shit and serious crimes with no evidence because it's your conspiracy grift, people are going to respond and defend themselves. That doesn't mean you're right. People defending themselves from lies doesn't mean the liar is right. $5.10. Here's the actual photo that wasn't cut off. That's just crazy. Crazy Candace. And nobody cares. Where's everybody to call her out? I see a lot of big influencers scared to go against the conspira mob. They're scared. They just don't want to cause any problems. They don't want to curse and call their audience retarded like I've been doing on the streams. No, they just want to stay out of it. Don't step on any toes. Don't ruffle any feathers. Don't cause any problems. A lot of influencers are staying out of this because they're scared.
Anonymous sent $5. Candace did an 11/10 job poisoning the well and likely has no idea.
I think she knows. I think it all stems back to just like her rage for Charlie kicking her out of TPUSA, her rage for Charlie choosing Candace over her. I think that's what it stems back to ultimately. Now she wakes up this morning and she's like, Ben Shapiro said on his show that his security was on the phone with Charlie's security after the shooting. So he did it. He confessed he did it. What's he on the phone for? Oh, what do you think? Like they called him and go, Ben, Charlie's been brought down. Mission successful. He's out. We got him. Like you think that was the call, or the way more plausible and to be expected, people that especially famous connected people that know Charlie are like, hey, have my people call his people to find out if he's okay, what's going on. The simple, basic, normal interpretation of it. But that's the new thing now. Now she's just flailing, saying Shapiro admitted that his people were talking to Charlie's people after, so that means he did it. Talk about a leap. All right. Oh, now we got new footage, by the way. I remember these detectives were like, how come we only see this corner of the security cam of the building where he jumps off? How come we can't see him over here where he was taking the shot? We want to see that. Oh, well, we got that now. We got that, and they're still saying it's not enough. They go, oh, could be anybody. You can't tell who that is. What do you expect? He's like hundreds of yards away. He's like 3 football fields away. You could still see him right where the shot was taken. After the shot, get up and run away and jump off. Who do you think it is?
And again, in the top left corner, the individual is now seen running across the rooftop of the Odysee building to what would be the southwest corner of the building, crouching down and then crawling to the corner of the building.
Yeah, you can see it.
And this is at what time?
It's just a couple blurry photos, but you can see him there in the corner.
Around 12:23. I think the timestamp on the video is 12:22.
On the 10th?
On September 10th, yes. 2025.
So we're clear, this is the root.
No. Zelensky. They don't have to release everything to prevent conspiracy theories. That's not the way it works. The courts have procedure, and it's not to release everything to the internet to let them so they don't come up with conspiracies. Come on, dude. That's not the way the world works.
Roof of the Losi building.
Correct.
Can you still see that individual?
Yes, you can, laying prone.
I'm sure they have the time on the CC camera too. Right after the shot happens.
Do you believe this to be Mr. Robinson?
You can see him jump up and run.
You believe this to be Mr. Robinson?
I do, yes.
And how long is he out there on the edge of the building?
Just until the reported shot was fired at 12:23 and 28. The individual then stands up and then moves across the building to the north.
Is that what we're seeing happening right now?
See him running?
Is, yes. And they move behind the...
I remember somebody else, right after the shot happened, somebody that was in the crowd, their camera caught him running on the roof as well. So 2 angles of the guy running on the roof. Oh, but it wasn't him, though. It must have been the road mic blew up.
The atrium area on the rooftop.
Goes behind
the
atrium.
northeast corner where the white triangle is.
And then comes out the other side. Boom. And he didn't...
Do you see Mr. Robinson now?
Disassemble the gun. He shot and jumped up and ran with the gun in the towel.
I do, yes. He's just arriving at the corner of the building.
And then stashed it in the woods.
The almost top center of the image.
Mr. Sturgill, you may proceed.
Appreciate that, Judge. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. There you go. And now they're running around like, what? There's no video of him taking the shot. Like, what do you want? Like a 4K high definition drone, like 10 feet away from him on the spot? Like, and they go, oh, without him on video, like seeing his finger pull the trigger, we can't know he did it. It could be like, it's just so fucking weak, dude. It's so trash. And why am I complaining? Because this whole thing is a major distraction. It's kosher disinformation. It's all going to be debunked and make the anti-Semite side look retarded. And it's the psyop that's getting tens of thousands of likes. And I don't see enough people actually debunking all these fraud liars.
Okay, what are we seeing here, Agent Hall?
That's the vehicle that is believed to belong to Mr. Robinson arriving in the parking garage on campus.
At what time in the morning? What time of the day?
It's approximately 8:30 in the morning on September 10th, 2025.
And what leads you to believe that this particular vehicle belongs to Mr. Robinson?
Zelensky says it's circumstantial. Yeah, dude, you're a lawyer. Yeah, I'm sure. Dude, he's going to be convicted. There's no doubt, 100% he's going to be convicted guilty. He's probably going to plead guilty. Yeah, dude, they're just going to stand up in the court and just like refute all of this. Like, you guys got to be delusional to think that.
That was provided regards to driver's license and Department of Motor Vehicle Records. The vehicle fits the description of a vehicle owned by Mr. Robinson.
Is there anything unique about that vehicle that stands out to you?
The shape of the vehicle is very distinct, but predominantly the...
All right. Now, Loki, always coming through, Loki.
Redneck Mullet sent $0 on Wednesday shekels.
Yeah, I love always be reminded of the Viking day names. New security footage shows him. Now look, this is what James Lee, who is Ian Carroll's little butt boy, another guy that just exploded on the scene from nowhere all of a sudden, on TikTok, floating head dude. He says, did we really wait 9 whole months for them to tell us they have no video of Tyler Robinson shooting Charlie Kirk? What an absolute clown show. So clown. Number one, did they ever claim they did have him on video taking the shot? They had the security camera from super far away. You don't see like him moving his finger and the bullet coming out from that far. That would be ridiculous. But they do have him at the time crouching down and then getting up and running after the shot was taken. That's video. And also they're taking this out of context because they were talking about, the judge talking about, in this video compilation, does it show him taking the shot? Nobody claimed that he was like, nobody expected that there was going to be, they would have showed it to us early on. Let's see what he says.
Any portion of this video.
Breaking news, the prosecution just told the judge they have nothing on Tyler Robinson. Take a listen.
Is there any...
Wow. As if that's what, they got nothing, no evidence at all. Talk about a clickbait bullshit misleading intro. They have nothing on him. They just admitted there's nothing on him. Imagine being that much of a clickbait conspiracy grifter. What a fraud, dude. That's crazy.
Breaking news, the prosecution just told the judge they have nothing on Tyler Robinson. Take a listen.
Is there any footage of the alleged shooting? There is not, Judge. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. I'd like to be crystal clear.
$0 on I'm not invested in the Charlie Cook thing. I really didn't care about the guy.
No, he
signed
sucked.
A book called The Pagan Threat. He was just not going to be. Is there news about Trump and Iran?
Is there? I don't know. If it is, whatever news there is, it's all being overshadowed by this. By this total nonsense. I want everybody to recognize all of these frauds are like the threat that they are. And the game that the Christian, Muslim, Russian conspiracy controlled opposition paradigm that's going on. That's what I want everybody to be aware of. It's not that I care about Charlie.
Thorleaf sent $0 on how about we talk about
Right.
Tyler Robinson's ideology and views and how/why this happened instead of this absolute it feels like I'm taking crazy pills.
It feels like I'm taking crazy pills. Absolutely. This should be focused on how crazy left-wingers are. But no, the whole thing's being focused on, all this energy is being funneled into off a cliff into conspiracy nonsense by Candace Owens and Stu Peters.
You asked if there's any portion of this video that captures, and I believe you asked of the actual shooting. There's no video of that. There is video, however, and you've heard testimony related to this, where the shooter goes to the top of the low-C building, goes out to the edge of the building, low crawls, and then leaves after what we assume is the shot being fired.
What? This is all they have? A dude jumping off?
No, that's not what he said, dude. He said they do have the video that we just watched of him crouching down after the shot, jumps up and runs across the building. Look at this shit. He's not, this is the end of that video, but they just released the rest of it where you see him crouching down. Look at this.
Assume is the shot being fired.
What? This is all they have? A dude jumping off the building? Breaking news.
No, it's the video we just watched. Look, Ian Carroll says, yeah, they 100% said that directly to the judge. These guys are pathological liars. Is this not obvious? How many lies do I have to show before you realize we're dealing with total liars?
Crazy how Charlie went from Israel shield to super based and turning on Charlie was an enemy of America. Whites and the conservatives are one of the main reasons why we're in this position.
Yep. I know. And that should be the focus. Instead, you're turning them into martyrs and giving and putting them on the right side of the issue because Candace and these other idiots are so retarded. Dude, this is crazy. Is anybody in the replies here talking about? There it is. This is the video they're referring to. These guys are just, are they really retarded on every one of these points or purposely muddying the waters? Chat, what do you think? All right, let's see Ryan Mata. Again, he's done documentaries with Ian Carroll too. Again, he's a big kosher slopposition disinfo bullshit artist. He's a huge Putin shill. Again. All right, let's see what he says about this latest footage. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look. I wanted to see the numbers on that other one too. But mind you, while my post debunking this stuff gets like 10 to 50 likes, Ian Carroll gets 8,000 likes. This has got to be boosted by 10,000 likes on the original video. All right. Everybody's just retarded and gullible and loves the conspiratainment, or it's or it's bots.
Reality for they absolutely need to be called.
Yeah. Okay, Ian Carroll or Ryan Mata. Let's see. 1.4.
This guy deserves the death sentence. That's what he America. That is the Tyler Robinson preliminary hearings, right? This is where they're supposed to determine if they have an actual enough evidence to charge Tyler Robinson.
Hey Adam, I think the Charlie conspiracy stuff is being astroturfed by powerful. Have you seen email about 10 times eschatology? I have a lot more material to send you, but I'd cow.
Dude, do you know how much material I've seen on end times eschatology? I haven't seen the email, but I'll check it out. I can't imagine what else it could be.
Robinson with the crime. So let's break this down. Maybe you guys can help explain.
Let's see the
this to me,
conspiracy.
Like, okay. So when I was in high school, right? This is 2000.
Okay, he tells a story about how somebody was on camera and they saw their dip that he had. Okay, maybe it was a camera that was closer to the person. Have you thought about that?
After he came in.
All right. Don't need to hear your stupid anecdotal story. Let's see the actual what you say about Charlie.
How far away? Because we were on the other side of like a giant pond, like a mini little lake, if you will. Cameras on.
Sent $5. At some point we have to recognize just how stupid these goyim really. If only there was a continent of secular Europeans not being invaded by filth to retreat.
Mm-hmm. I know. Thank you, Anonymous.
See in the camera that he was. I don't remember what happened.
Dude, are you saying that because you in high school somebody saw you with a dip on camera that we should be able to see clearly this guy from a camera vantage point that's like super far, like buildings and buildings away, and you're complaining that it's just a couple little dark pixels? What do you expect? And again, let me add, this is a recording of a screen in a courtroom.
But those cameras were that good. And back in 2003, now when this first Tyler Robinson investigation broke, we were the ones who went in and dug in to the
cameras were not that good in 2003. Security cameras in 2003 were probably 480 or 720 at best. These are probably 1080, I'm guessing. Maybe 4K. I don't know. 4K, recording in 4K takes up so much storage that they probably do 1080. And it's so far away, it doesn't matter if it's 1080 or 4K.
UVU's documentation on their own website, right, about the new security systems that they installed, the types of cameras, the year that they were installed, the updates, the cost, all of it, okay? So these cameras that they have, that they're showing Tyler Robinson, you watching this? Because this is what everybody else is watching. You could put this on a 60-inch TV, and you're not going to be able to tell who that is, what they look like, how they look. You mean to tell me that this campus must be...
Dude, he thinks from, even with the 4K camera, somebody this far away, a parking lot and a bunch of grass in a full building. And he's like, oh, you can't see his face clearly. Oh, nobody records CCTV in 4K? Yeah, it might even be 720. But the point is that it's so far away. And it's covering such a wide thing. If you're that wide and far away of a shot, like when you zoom in, it's going to pixelate. I could see him. I could see the guy run up there. We see him drive his car in with the plates registered to his name, walk up the stairwell on the security cam, run over to the spot where the shot was taken of the trajectory of getting hit in the neck, run off and off the building and run into the woods, and he's still acting like this isn't good evidence because we can't clearly make out his finger pulling the trigger. Talk about ridiculous desperation.
Using some type of technology, some type of camera equipment that has to be, I don't know, probably from the 1990s. We had better surveillance footage from the Columbine shooting. And we showed you guys that. If you just search Ryan Matta, Columbine, Tyler Robinson, all of my reporting is still up.
Also, guys, none of them are even telling their audience it's not as good quality because it's a camera recording a screen in a courtroom. It was a ritual sacrifice. Well, we're going to go to Flat Earth Dave. He's saying it's a ritual sacrifice, him and his guest. Jones is treating Stinko like a child. Can somebody link me? I'll go look for that. I wanted to see that. I thought that was like an hour ago it started, though. I'll wait for the clips and probably do it tomorrow.
On X, and it's all there. So the jury or the judge is supposed to believe we clearly have a shot of the prone position. We clearly have the camera, but for some reason we just don't have the 40 seconds or the 20 seconds of Tyler Robinson laying in the prone position taking that shot.
What do you mean? We just watched that. They did just show that. We saw the guy walk over, get down on the ground, and then after the shot, get up and run and jump off the roof.
Now, why is that, you may ask? Well, you probably don't have it because the person on the roof was in a full-on sprint within 3 seconds of the shot being fired. So like we said in our previous video, unless Tyler Robinson magically did some type of Mortal Kombat kick-up flip while at the same time like putting the rifle in midair while kicking up, disassembling the rifle with a screwdriver.
No, he didn't disassemble the rifle. They keep just repeating this. I don't know if somebody said this and they thought it initially or something because they found the screwdriver. But you don't have to do a ninja kick. You take the shot. How long does it take to stand up and start running? See their conspiracy analysis, how it's just every piece of it is bullshit? Ryan Matta legitimately can't read.
Like I have serious reading. I have a 4th grade reading and a 5th grade spelling level, or vice versa. 5th grade reading, 4th grade spelling level. My reading is getting a little bit better because I force myself to do it so often now, but this is part of America. They want brain dead. Like I
wouldn't doubt if this guy's on all types of hard drugs too.
Driver and putting it into his backpack and somehow magically got off the roof because, well, he didn't have that limp after he jumped off the roof, right? And they're showing us these videos. And this is such Fed slop that the only people that are pushing...
The videos is such Fed slop. The security footage of him driving in, walking through the stairwell with the limp because it's in his pants, the gun. Running up on the roof, running across the roof, getting down after the shot, getting up and running and jumping off the roof to the woods where they found the gun. And he goes, you believe the feds? This is Fed slop. Dude, if anything, this is a Russia disinformation to cause chaos in America. That's the dude, they should all be investigated and put in prison as traitors. Propaganda traitors. That's what I think about these people.
This narrative are Paramount, Not So Tactical, Benny, your boy, Closet Johnson, and Tim Pocketpool. I don't fucking know because I don't know anybody who's buying this fucking Fed slop, but maybe you guys can fill me in down in the comments.
Yeah, everybody but the kooky conspiratard Candace cult.
I don't know. I'm just some dude in the fucking trailer park with a cut-off hoodie who's got about 0 fucks left in the tank. Let me know what you guys think.
He would be the rear of the 2 individuals in this particular video.
So right now, if you were to break this, now what do we see?
This is an image looking across the parking lot to the Odysee building, and Mr. Robinson is appearing on the exterior staircase, which gives access to the Odysee building roof and the area where the railing was.
And again, let's break that image into quadrants. Where would he be located if you broke it into quadrants?
It's in the top right, and
you can see him right here.
The individual can be seen moving under the notations.
He's moving across right there.
Okay. And what time is this?
It's just afternoon, about 12:15.
The one state says, you just don't get it, Adam. I've never seen you here before, one state. Who is this guy? How is this not Charlie Robinson right here?
September 10th, 2025.
Can you answer that? I think you don't get it. His car with the license plate. His phone tracking information. His DNA everywhere. On video. Going up the stairwell. Walking over after the shot. What is there not to get?
What just happened, or what did we just see happen?
The individual actually kind of rolls over the railing onto the roof of the Odysee building.
All right.
And what are we looking at here? The judge is asking him because you obviously can't see it. You can't tell. You have no...
You can see it. It's just really small. Again.
Fucking clue who that person is, what age they are, how tall they are, what they look like. Are they fat, chubby? You might be able to make out the body.
Dude, now moving the goalpost to, you can't see a clear shot of his face from, many hundreds of yards away. Dude, this is desperation. This is pathetic. This is embarrassing, actually.
Type, but I guarantee you, if you put that exact person on that exact roof and you put them all in a lineup after, not one person, or at the very least, not even 50% of them could actually guess and tell you exactly who that person was on that fucking roof. So you think that the defense is, the judge is supposed to be like, yeah, Tyler Robinson, that's him. Yep, 100%. Yep, got case closed. Put a needle in him, guys.
No, dude, it's that with all the other corroborating evidence, dude. The guy lived 4 hours away. They got text messages of him in Discord messages. Like, I've never seen, like, in my day, the conspiracies used to like have some truth to them, and like the people doing them like made good points, and there was real questions. Conspiracy these days, I don't know. It's just like a complete QAnon mental illness. It's the most ridiculous disinformation I've ever witnessed in my life from the biggest retards imaginable.
This guy deserves the death sentence. That's what they fucking were trying to tell us. Remember that? They were advocating for the death sentence of Tyler.
Yeah. Why not? He killed Charlie. He assassinated a political leader. Why not get the death sentence? You want him to get off?
Robinson. Case closed because of the evidence. That's what Benny Jensen told us. And not so tactical Paramount told us, when you guys see the evidence is going to be overwhelming. That's why they didn't want the defense to know all the hardcore evidence that they had. Dude, there was like 50 cameras everywhere that dude walked. Why don't we have a good quality picture? If we had good quality pictures when I went to school in 2003, it's 2026. You mean to tell me that the newly installed cameras that just got installed a couple months ago or a couple years ago aren't sophisticated enough to zoom in and give you a clear picture? When the cameras...
Dude, the jury is going to look at the pictures, especially when they do the proper zoom and enhance. The jury is going to look at it, and they're not going to say, that's not him. None of them are going to do that. I don't even think the defense is going to try to say that's not him in the videos. They're not even going to attempt to do that. It's so preposterous. These armchair detective lawyers, conspiracy grifters.
I went to school, could zoom in, and they could read the date on a penny in your hand while you were sitting in your car.
Yeah,
that's how
right.
good they were in 2003. And you mean to tell me that the cameras...
Nobody believes the security cameras in 2003 could zoom in and see a penny on your car. Get the fuck out of here.
Today, modern technology.
Dude, I was around in 2003, dude. I had a cell phone in 2003. So stupid. Look, Fed sloppers' heads must have exploded when they heard there's no full video of anyone taking a shot. We see him walk over, get in the prone position, and get up and run. That's him. That's video of him taking the shot. Just because you can't see the bullet come out of the barrel doesn't mean it's not him taking the shot. This new cope is despicable.
They did not recover a bullet. Charlie's neck indeed did stop the bullet. Without
this is her. This was her after she met with Erica, I think. Now, of course, she's flip-flopping in every tweet if it's a shot, if he got shot, or if it's the road mic. But this was her before, telling everybody, no, he was shot in the neck from the front. She saw the footage. There was no exit wound. She saw it.
Charlie's neck indeed did stop the bullet. Without question, okay? And this is going to dispel a lot of theories that are out there. And I'm telling you this 100%. Charlie Kirk was shot from the front. And the bullet did not exit. And at least...
So it used to be a few months ago, it was 100% he got shot from the front. Now it's 100% he was blown up with the lav mic. See, she's all over the place. It's a new conspiracy, new bullshit she's throwing at the wall every other day.
At least a fragment of the bullet was recovered from his neck. And I'm going to tell you exactly where it was recovered from. I have fact-checked this information from multiple sources now. I've actually been sitting on this for a little bit over a week. Right around here. So think about almost in line with your shoulder blade right in the center. Now, why is that helpful? Because it gives us a bullet trajectory, okay? Went in here where you saw that, and it was stopped, and a fragment was pulled.
Now, if people say that, she says you're Fed slop and you work for Ben Shapiro and the Jews. Now, isn't that crazy? She does it again. How can she do it again? North Star. He didn't disassemble the gun after the shot. That was either somebody said that or somebody made that up early on. Nobody's going to take the shot and disassemble the gun, dude. That's retarded. I heard that and I said, no way, he didn't do that. He disassembled the gun to hide it in his pants on the way up, then used the screwdriver to do it on, to connect it, took the shot, and then ran and retardedly left the screwdriver.
From, if you're just touching your spine.
Candace is making an estimated like $1 million a month doing this, by the way. Never been censored, never been suppressed in the algorithm, never been banned from anything. And she's calling, in essence, she's calling me Fed slop. While she was getting paid big shekels from Ben Shapiro and Dennis Prager and Kosher TPUSA when I was exposing her and all of them. And now she'll come in, promote complete bullshit that discredits everything, turns these Zionists into victims. It's all too obvious.
In line with your shoulder blade. That leads us, obviously, to the part that he's maybe not being forthcoming about. They did not recover a bullet from a 30-06. They didn't recover a bullet from a 30-06. It just didn't happen, okay? If it found a 30-06 bullet, Charlie's death certificate certainly would have reflected that. In suicide situations, as just one example, medical examiners, feel free to chime in. I've spoken to quite a few. But when the gun and the bullet are known, they are reflected onto the death certificate.
The one state Thank you, one state. $0 on appreciate the show, Adam. Very entertaining.
Hey. I can call out my audience and then they still donate. Thank you, one state. You're the man. I already forgot what you even said. Water under the bridge, bro. Just keep the shekels coming.
Okay. There is not one reflected onto Charlie Kirk's death certificate because they did not recover.
He said, "You don't get it, Adam." He was probably joking.
Hunters and military men rejoice.
You just don't get it, Adam.
Common sense still rules the roost. Okay,
you're just a normie. I bet you're vaxxed.
You're absolutely right, and this is why I hate politics, because it requires us to submit.
All right, I can't hear anymore from you. Okay, look at this. Here's your average demographic of a Candace fan. Teresa, followed by the other Russia shill, Elizabeth Lane, says, "We've been here since 5:30 to make sure we secure one of the 14 spots." Wow, secure 14? This reminds me of something. So they're trying to get one of the 14 spots for the hearing today. And look at these girls. Do they look like they're grieving? They look like they're having the time of their lives. Oh, we're cosplaying as detectives. Do they look distraught? They're elated. This is all fun entertainment for them. And look who's here. Ian Carroll. Let's go. Let's go. Candace, the candy cult. Candace is the best. She's so smart and brave. We're covering the truth with Ian Carroll and Candace. Dude, wine moms? That's crazy. Okay, this was Candace this morning. I can't even go into all the stupid shit she does. I knew it. Blah, blah, blah. Ben admitted that, here, we'll play it. Ben admitted that his security talked to Charlie's security. His people talked to Charlie's people to find out how he was doing. Huge smoking gun.
Security, because nobody knew what the hell was going on. Well, so I remember where I was when all this was happening. I was in Los Angeles. I had sort of a breakfast/lunch meeting with somebody. And I got the news that Charlie had been shot, and my security was on the phone with Charlie's security because nobody knew what the hell was going on. Well, Charlie was still in the back of the car, and we were sort of getting updates along the way. At 2:40 p.m., so I remember where I was when all this was
So that's it. Oh, he just confessed. Oh, he just revealed his people were calling to make sure that the target had been taken out and the Mossad op to bring it all down was all going according to plan. Come on, dude. This is the type of shit they make up. I am not surprised in the slightest. I remember when I heard Charlie got shot, I'm like, you know, imagine you're Ben Shapiro, your friend Charlie gets shot. Hey, call and find out what happened. Call and find out if he's okay. Call and find out what's going on. Like it's anything more than that. It's crazy. This is her new desperation today. Now she's accusing him of being in on it because of this. It's unbelievable. I hope he sues her into homelessness, literally, for how stupid she is. And they're like, why are they on the phone with his security? Oh, also, I'm hearing them say that, like, they didn't know who the shooter was or where the shot came from. They didn't know if this was some Iranian foreign op and there's going to be assassins taking out all of the conservative leaders or something like that. Because they share the same security. Candace even has worked with this security company before. And Candace is like, and the truther people are like, well, why are they on the phone? They're not giving him CPR and mouth to mouth. They're on the phone with Ben Shapiro. Like, wasn't there a bunch of dudes in the van? A bunch of dudes in the van. I'm sure some of them, well, obviously they all knew he was dead by then in the van. What are they going to do? Does every one of them need to be giving him CPR or putting pressure on the wound? Or were there 2 or 3 doing that? And somebody driving and somebody else in the front seat on the phone, like calling people? I don't know.
If I send some more emails with info, will be a bro and make sure to check them out. I will add Pivot in the email. I genuinely believe you will be interested in reading. It's about industrial parasitism.
Pivot, I'm going to be straight with you, okay?
Generation.
If you got content you want out to the world, don't send it to me in emails, all right? I'm bad at reading emails. I'm bad at reading walls of text, all right? If you got a message you want the world to hear, you got to make a TikTok and record a video or put up a video, put it up on Twitter, all right? We'll see it. We'll like it. We'll share it. If it's good, that's the way it works. All right. I'm being real with you. That's what you got to do. That's what I said before. 43,000 likes. Oh, I don't want you to keep covering this. Sneeko's trending, probably because of Jones. I can't wait to see some of that. Sneeko taking L's again today. Hate to see it. All right. How many times does Candace have to be wrong before people just go like, Candace, just stop? It's just like a bug to a light, a mosquito to a light or something. How's that saying go? A moth to a light. It's like a moth to a light. She just never stops. Just every day coming up with some new kooky thing, doubling down, moving the goalposts, adding a caveat, right? How many times does somebody have to be wrong before everybody just goes, okay, she's out of her mind. Stop listening to her. Ben Shapiro slams Candace Owens. Let's see.
It's not about the... So.
And I hate this. If I feel this way, when I've been critical of TPUSA and Ben Shapiro when they were signing Candace's checks, if I feel this way, this is why I hate these people so much. All these idiots and their disinfo, they're not just forcing me to have to side with all these Zionists, but all the other normal people out there see what's going on and end up siding with them and having sympathy and thinking the anti-Semites are retarded. This is what's so obnoxious and frustrating. Handing easy W's to Ben Shapiro because you're so retarded.
I've been pointing this out consistently for, at this point, almost a year. What we've been watching since Charlie Kirk's murder on September 10th, 2025, is one of the sickest and most perverse and most evil political character assassinations of all time. It's actually unprecedented. A prominent political figure is murdered, and an attention-seeking sociopath named Candace Owens makes it her singular mission to implicate the widow and the people closest to the victim in the murder, and in the process activates thousands, perhaps millions of people to target the widow. Now, Obviously, this is wicked. Not just because Candace Owens and her sick followers are providing the basis for a Tyler Robinson reasonable doubt claim. That probably won't work because there is no reasonable doubt here. It's actually disgusting because Candace's goal here is simple. Generate hate, maybe even violence against Erica Kirk, TPUSA, and all her political opponents. It's not about the facts for Candace. It's never been about the facts or the truth. It's about generating fake smoke so that people will think there is a fire. And so that people then train their fire on people Candace Owens despises.
I cannot stand Ben Shapiro. Okay, they're talking about, they're fighting over who's better friends. He didn't like you. No, he hated you. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see this little mix thing.
He's going to be head of the RNC. And then
about him and Ben
Charlie
Shapiro.
Kirk, founder of TPUSA. My dude, you've built an actually enormous thing. Congratulations. Seriously amazing.
Thank you, Ben. It's great to see you, and thanks for being here. And yeah, it's been kind of a wild journey. You're one of the few people I could say you were at the foundational levels.
I remember 18-year-old Charlie Kirk going around the David Horowitz Freedom Center at the Breakers trying to meet donors. And I remember saying to every one of those donors, this guy's going to be head of the RNC. And then you just basically built your own RNC.
Yeah, we kind of looked at the RNC and we said, maybe we could do something, in our own likeness and image. But no, glory be to God. It's amazing. And this election cycle was a big test for us. And we were thrilled with the result.
I have to say, it's actually incredible. So there's a tape of you from election night when it was announced that President Trump had won, and you got really emotional, and I was moved by it.
But you are taught that just asking questions and its posse are invalid forms of that's what most or these conspiracy people.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy brain thing. You can't just keep saying, oh, just asking questions. They're doing so much more than asking questions. And if all of your questions are like completely baseless and retarded or have been answered and you just keep saying them, that's not a good faith thing that you're doing. It's not just asking questions for Candace to say, oh, he was shot with a lav mic and Robinson was never there. And oh, that's not really him in the security photos. None of those are questions. Those are all assertions, and they're false assertions.
Because I know how much work you've put in over the last 10 years just to get to this point and to be so influential in this election. And listen, you were handed an enormous responsibility, and that's a super hard thing. Outside the president and the vice president-elect, outside of that, very few people in this country have had more to do with the success of Donald Trump's re-elect effort. And I think this may have turned around the entire country. So you deserve enormous thanks, enormous kudos. Well done.
Well, thank you. I'll throw it back to the Daily Wire. I love the Daily Wire. You guys are doing great work. And
oh, dude, get a room. I can't handle any more of this. This is Candace.
Police precinct.
Saying she thinks that Erica should be dragged into the precinct to be interrogated.
Erica should be dragged into a police precinct.
Dude, you should be dragged into a mental hospital. Precinct. You should be dragged into court and sued into homelessness, Candace. That's what you deserve. I like this person's, I don't even know who this is, Bad Hombre. Catholic, 215,000 cold brew. I love my cold brews too. All right, but this is a good write-up. I totally agree with this, okay? Candace Owens is not crashing out. Contrary to popular belief, her frantic posts are the hallmarks of a narcissistic psychopath backed into a corner. The people she misled and profited from are now defecting and demanding answers. Not enough. Not enough. Her decision to double down through denial, aggression, victimhood, blame shifting, and complete lack of remorse is calculated. She needs the public to believe she genuinely believes the defamatory claims she promoted, even if she doesn't. Why? Because she knows there is sufficient evidence to convict Tyler Robinson and expose her own claims as false. If he is convicted, the existing defamation suits against her become stronger, while opening the door to new ones from TPUSA, Andrew Colvett, Erica Kirk, and others. Ben Shapiro. She's now laying the groundwork for a legal defense that she acted with a bona fide belief in her claims and without actual malice. It won't work. She's screwed. Hold on. I think I got another one over here too. Let's see this one. Candace Owens says she'll willfully sit on the side of the defense. The murderer is not Tyler Robinson, she says. Okay, let's see this video.
That the feds planted the gun. This person I would willfully sit on the defense side and say, this person told me that the feds planted the gun. This person told me that the bomb dogs couldn't find it. How can you sit back and pretend?
Who told you that they planted the gun? What the fuck is she talking about? Oh, just like your Jon Snow guy, or what is it, Rich Snow? I forget the guy's name. Snow said that he saw Erica at Fort Huachuca planning the assassination the morning before. Just like that source.
That you are like a friend of Charlie Kirk because you're trying to get a patsy put into prison. Like, you guys are completely monstrous and pretending that you're on the side of morality.
He's a patsy, yet he says he's going to plead guilty and isn't screaming out that he's a patsy at all. He's going to be like, I saw a meme. It's Tyler Robinson says, I did it. I killed Charlie. And then Candace goes, no, you didn't.
Like I said, I have recorded and documented every piece of this case. I have been meticulous about this. There is an overwhelming, they love to use that word, there was an overwhelming amount of evidence that the feds set this kid up as a patsy.
We're so close.
Okay? Everyone in the town, all the local sheriff departments, the SWAT team, they believe that the feds came in and they started lying and they were sending people on wild goose chase and they
Where are all these police to come out and say this? What, she's just making shit up. Talk about hearsay. Oh, so all these real people are totally telling me these things. She loves to use that word, overwhelming.
Said the gun was here and they said it was over there. There was no gun. They didn't want the bomb dogs to go into certain places. Like I said,
nobody said there was no gun. The gun was found in the woods in the same spot, put together. They DNA tested the gun and the towel. It's got him and his boyfriend's stuff on it.
I am not getting this information from people that do not have the credibility to assert that. That's how I got the pictures inside of the car. Okay, I am speaking to people with firsthand intimate knowledge, and they all believe that the feds set this up. So how are there people out there saying otherwise? Why wouldn't I testify?
Candace has black girl magic eye lesson and learn finger snaps.
Dude, I can't imagine anybody looking at her, listening to her, and being convinced at all. Takes me 2 seconds of listening to her to know she's full of shit.
For the defense. I want to find Charlie's real killer. I don't want to find some random kid that they're sticking this on. It's not Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson did not do this alone. I feel the opposite of how Erica Kirk felt sitting next to
She's the
Barry
girl
Weiss.
from Not So Raven for sure. We need to let's watch a Not So Raven so we can see how much of it is in Candace. That could be hilarious. We'll find all these little like quirks and parallels between what they do in the show. It's brainwashed her by Nickelodeon and That's So Raven to think she's some little like black investigator. Little black girl detective. Miss Cleo is on the case, right?
I feel the exact opposite as Charlie Kirk's wife. I feel almost certain that Tyler Robinson did not shoot. I would say I feel 99.9% certain that Tyler Robinson did not shoot Charlie Kirk from a rooftop by himself. How about that? I'm going to say 0.1% because I don't know. You just should never say 100% unless you're, Erica Kirk's lawyers. 100%, we'll get him. We're just going to go on vibes. No, you're going on corruption, not vibes. What she feels 100% certain about, confident about.
Oh, you're 100%? Well, I'm only 99.999, so you're bad. She's so retarded. Oh, yeah, she's got it. Hey, you're 100? Well, she's 99.999, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Oh, the pronunciations, yeah. That's so Candace.
Is that there is a bunch of people who will lie for her. She's got a police force behind her. She's got 33 behind her. She's got the White House, Scott Bessent, that'll publish letters saying that they're so upstanding and so moral, right? That's what she feels 100% certain of, is that she's connected to the billionaire class of Epstein-type people who lie about everything. Me, I follow the facts, and Tyler Robinson did not do this. He's not a lone gunman on a rooftop, okay?
Okay, why do you say that? Okay, argument?
So I challenge you. I challenge any person, like I've done over and over again. If you feel so 100% overwhelmed by the evidence that Tyler Robinson did this, please come sit in this studio and debate me.
Yeah, right. She won't debate anybody on this. They're all running from debates. She's chimping out. They're all running from debates. She is such a fraud. She will not. She also went on vacation. This is her whole thing. She hasn't streamed in days and days and days. She's on vacation. The whole point of, Amalek says, the whole point of That's So Raven was that she would have visions, then wildly misread them too. Well, there you go. That's hilarious. Proof that he did it, his plates, his cell phone tracking to the area, him on the camera footage, seeing the guy on the roof take the shot and then run away and jump off into the woods where they found the gun that's got all his DNA on it. He ended up turning himself in because the dad or something, text messages with the boyfriend that's going to testify on the case. Like, how about all of the evidence? Every single thing? Even as she said, the trajectory of the bullet and the location of the building and the where it hit out of the back of his neck.
I need someone to debate on this.
Dude, it's funny how she's been running and running from Andrew Wilson and everybody else on this. So is Stu Peters. They're total frauds. They can't get away with it. Here's Don Jr. talking about all the evidence.
Our South.
Fun fact, many years ago, I went to UCLA when Charlie Kirk and Don Jr. were there to, I think it was just a TPUSA event. I was there in the crowd and we were chanting like Q&A and chanting other shit, and they had to shut the whole thing down. Charlie, in this little auditorium room at UCLA, Charlie, Don Jr. and his old girlfriend were up on stage, thunderous, so loud it made the cover of CNN. The back of my head was on the cover of CNN, actually. And we ran them out of there. It was so loud. They couldn't handle the questions. So I was in the same room as both of them at one point a few years ago. Blonde, you were there too? You didn't see me? I ran into Vince James there. Big Tech was there, right? Big Tech was in line, and I walked in and walked past him, and I didn't know who he was, though, but I remember somebody said, "Hey, what's up, Adam?" He tried to get me to cut in line, but I looked, and there's like all these people watching, so I was like, I'll just go to the end. No More News lore, yeah. That was like Fuentes' Groper Wars.
And
I'm going to look for it right now. I bet you if I search CNN, I'll find it. But anyway, here we go.
And how did the
it really is.
the prosecution's case sound to you in court?
Very strong, and the defense sounded very weak. The defense's only real tactic was seemingly to either stall or try to...
Look at this. Ready? I knew CNN would find it. Trump Jr. leaves stage after protest by far-right crowd. Who's that? Look at that dude. Is that White Jesus? Dude, right next to the Black Power Muslim with the hand up. I'm like, what the hell is going on there? Dude, zoom, enhance. Look at that. Is that hilarious? Look at him up on stage over there. I was in the back. That's Charlie, Don Jr. and Don Jr.'s, I always forget her name. Vince was sitting right next to me too, I believe. And then after it ended and they were walking off, Vince got out of his chair, ran up and started like yelling at Don Jr. about like, you got to deport everybody or something like that. And I got it on film. I pulled out my camera and filmed it. Are you serious? I'm like, what is this chick doing? Yo, are you a Sith Lord or a Fremen from Dune? What's going on here with this lady? That's funny. Oh, memories. When was this? Shoot, hold on. Oh, I have to go like this. Open link, a new tab, and then X out. No More News CNN photobomb, November 2019. She interrupted over and over again. Then the cameras just kept taking pictures of her. They didn't kick her out. She kept yelling, "Pussy grabber 2020." Burqa protester. That's so funny. I love it. Mom, I made it on CNN. The only time, that's the closest I'll ever be to getting covered by the mainstream right there.
Not admit essentially any evidence whatsoever, because I guess it would be too damning to their client. It was truly crazy. But you see the video. You know, this is someone who lived 4.5 hours south, who importantly, and you know, most people didn't know this, was not a student at Utah Valley University. He came up 4.5 hours away, very distinctly. I guess it was a Dodge Challenger in a car.
Yeah, that was the beginning and end of my generational run, Doc J. And right after that, I got banned by YouTube and slandered and defamed everywhere forever.
With very distinct rims, so they're able to identify the vehicle. They see him coming in early. He interacts with some Turning Point people, apparently asking them, you know, what was happening here, who were the speakers, what was the timing, whatever that may have been. It seems he then leaves, but he's wearing shorts and a T-shirt. He comes back wearing long pants. With a limp that magically somehow developed, is seen on video going up to this rooftop, which was the perfect vantage point to make, this shot. Then jumps off the building carrying a long object that looked like the shape of a gun, according to one of the witnesses, wrapped up in something. And there was a screwdriver left, which to me, leads me to believe that he walked up there with a limp and had disassembled the gun, put both the stock and the barreled action I guess down his pants, walked up there, put the gun together. That takes 30 seconds. Made his shot. They saw evidence of the indents of where, there would have been a sniper's hide, the indents from his knees and elbows where he would have lain prone to make this shot. The shot happens, and within seconds, he's seen the limp has disappeared, and he's seen, jumping off the building and running into the nearby woods. Then there's ring cam footage of him pulling up again in this very distinct car at 12:30 a.m., again, on a university campus that he does not go to, lives 4 hours away.
So many people saw him. This is not up for.
So many people, this is not up for debate? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I missed the full thing of that.
To me, that seems like he's there to retrieve
the weapon. Hey, we hit the goal! Let's
go!
God, you guys know how much...
Yes!
How much I appreciate
Thanks, man.
you guys hitting the goal and making the show possible.
Alrighty then.
Let's go. Can't wait to tell Miss No More News. Da Vinci Now, so many people, so him, this is not up for debate. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm missing the point there, bro. Sorry.
Earlier in the day, other minor details like, he turned himself in and these kinds of things, but it's just been very tough to watch. I haven't frankly opined, and I've taken a lot of heat from people because I haven't opined on a lot of the
$5. I am not trying to promote myself I am trying to help. I am paying you money right now to get this info to. That's how legit the info. I want your thoughts because I think you know this stuff the better than anyone.
All right. I'll look at the email. Which email did you send it to?
Sent $5. So many people saw him. This is not up for.
I know, exactly. There's another angle too that I remember, like on the day that happened, where everybody's running and then the camera goes like this and moves, but you can see the guy running on the roof away from it too. So
stuff that's been out there, because I didn't know that any of it had any basis in fact. But once this hard evidence was laid out to me in a courtroom before my very eyes, and seeing the reaction of the defense, this thing is much more cut and dry than I would have ever even imagined.
I've got one more minute here.
Candace Owens tormenting of Erica for engagement. Let's see. Let's see how cruel she's been.
Marriage is the most awesome thing ever, everybody. It's amazing.
I'm grateful for you.
I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Good evening. My
name is Eric.
$10. I'm Adam's agent. All schizos, please DM me on X for submissions.
Submissions. The tip line. Yeah, send the tip line to Macrometer.
Green pill W Adam.
Thank you, On Poo. You're very welcome.
Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband.
We recognize there is something deeply wrong and evil about Erica Kirk. Something is not right with Erica Kirk. It is impossible for me to think that Erica Kirk is not complicit somehow. Erica has psychopathic tendencies. Straight to jail, straight to...
Dude, talk about projection. How about the bride of Charlie, that little trailer for the series that never materialized in anything? Talk about evil. I've never seen a more spiteful, jealous, evil attack on somebody in my life.
Jail for questioning at least Erica. What do you think about Erica Kirk?
I don't want to say anything that's controversial. She did it, but I don't want
And we're going to make sure that we honor my husband so well, that this whole world knows what his vision was.
Oh, fake tears. Oh, she's acting. Oh, she smiled. Oh, boom, 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 boom. This is the stupid shit they do.
I feel so blessed and honored.
And if his wife was indeed
she's
just
not really
a widow,
sad. She's not
she would have
grieving.
behaved like a normal human being.
She's actually happy that her husband and the father of her children got blasted in front of everybody. She's glad her hotshot husband that might have been president one day that brought in millions and millions of dollars as one of the big famous celebrity. She just wanted to take him out because it's all about her. He didn't take the $150 million or whatever bullshit. It's all retarded. Absolutely retarded.
Like a real widow who couldn't pull herself out of bed.
I just want to go find you.
Her job is to cry. And then for us to be scolded that it's our fault that she's crying because how dare we try to figure out who killed her husband. And that's what she did this weekend. Again, it's every week.
No, you're not trying to figure out who did it. You're trying to get the guy that did it off and blaming her.
You could set a timer.
She goes, "Where's Daddy?" What do you tell a 3-year-old? She's 3.
This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies, because what you are watching here is an
but you're allowed to lead the opposition to Israel, apparently. You're allowed to be one of the top podcasters in the world. What are your qualifications? You got promoted as the token black conservative and worked for a bunch of pro-Jewish organizations for your whole career? Is that your qualifications?
Unbelievably emotional response. It's a smile I just could not put on following my husband's public assassination. How did Erica Kirk scam a genius like Charlie? The more I hear her past interviews, the dumber she sounds. I don't get it. Shaking my head.
$0 on Great Show. This episode should be shared with people on the other /opposition SMH. Man, this is wild AF.
It's crazy, dude. I can't even believe. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills watching this, and that they're able to get away with it.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
No, remember the clip we played the other day? She was like, oh, Travis Kelce will never marry Taylor Swift because she's white and he likes black girls. A white guy would never go from dating a black girl to a blonde-haired, blue-eyed cheerleader girl. Projecting much? Hey, that seems a little personal there, Candace.
He just wasn't a genius on the topic of women. You make mistakes. This is who Erica was at this time. She was auditioning for everything, and eventually she's going to get the part for Charlie's wife.
Oh, you mean like you were auditioning and trying to be in rap videos and you were working for that weird Israeli modeling agency? And you were more than happy to go shill Israel with Charlie Kirk and PragerU and Daily Wire for how many years?
Charlie just really, really, really wanted love, right? And then have to
and he got it. Look at any of the videos. Look at him talk about his wife. Look at him with his wife and kids. He loved Erica, and you're going to sit there and act like he didn't love her? You're going to make up that they had fights in the middle of the night just because one of their babies woke up?
That the thing that he wanted most, like he didn't get. And you can even check out this clip.
He wanted love and he never got love.
I do believe that she has been orchestrating this entire PR campaign because she loved Charlie. She loved him like Lyndon Baines Johnson loved JFK. No time to grieve. She needed to be sworn in as the new leader before his body was even.
Can you not just see like the evil oozing out of her right now?
Cold. JFK was shot and killed, and now LBJ has to step up, unfortunately. But I gotta be honest, I don't think LBJ was actually that upset. Realizing that nothing in Charlie's life was real. It's just something that
Truman Show, nothing's real. Maybe you're not real. Maybe you're a Russia disinfo agent. She was just in Russia shilling Russia at a big conference. She's only boosted by RT and Dugan like on a daily basis.
Erica Kirk is the COVID vaccine. Okay? No one can debate this. I'm right. It's a fact. And you're thinking, is this vaccine going to kill us all?
Fact. She's a literal
it's
vaccine.
Safe and effective.
Fact.
Is now suddenly she's a grieving widow.
Instead of nagging my husband, I embrace his hard work.
Like I said, it's a repeat tactic to garner an emotional response, to say,
oh my God. They say, oh, she's not sad enough. Oh, she's acting too emotional. How do you think her... Oh, she's crying on a video talking about her husband. That's suspicious. What is this? Look at her dressed up. It's all about her and #1 podcast and all the money and her outfits and all the attention. Dude, Erica, sue her immediately.
damsel in distress, and no one should, you just need to feel bad for her. Like I said, she's just a piece of technology. She's not even something to hate or resent.
Why does
she seem like she has an axe to grind? Does she seem like there's a little ulterior motive going on here?
The closer you get to God, the harder the devil works on you.
Yeah. Hey, retard Goyim Defender, he goes, you're just pushing government Zionist talking points. Like what? What's the talking point that's wrong? Tell me. Yeah, she better, you're right, good point. Erica better sue her quick before the Macrons take it all. That's a good point.
That demonic Erica. You people don't have shit on Candace.
Mr. Vice President, I'm on stage here instead of our...
Look at me believing that Charlie's wife is crying. So seeing the widow of Charlie, who got blasted in front of everybody, crying, and because I don't agree that it looks like she's acting or fake, that means I'm a fed. The alt stream? Oh, they killed alt media. Yeah, alt media is dead along with the mainstream media. They killed it themselves. Oh yeah, it is so compromised. She is a total recall handler wife, dude. Yeah, dude, just total actress. You're right. Yeah, no MAGA Christian conservative girls, ever try to, do social media or be an internet personality. It's totally unlikely and improbable that Charlie would end up with a girl like Erica.
friend Erica Kirk, because unfortunately she has received some very...
Hey, or is it Goyim Defender? Hey, what's the shape of the earth, Goyim Defender? Tell us. What do you think?
Serious threats.
I'm just scared, and I'm looking online and people are saying they're just saying that they want me to die, and I'm just so overwhelmed right now,
well,
Mr. Vice President.
Mocking a crying woman, it's no empathy, it's pure evil. It's literally pure evil. This woman.
I'm just so overwhelmed. Dab, dab, dab. No tears. I'm so over. And my kids, I just don't want my kids to be an orphan, Mr. Vice President. I'm so sorry.
And I want to say to JD Vance, you better wake up fast, okay? That's a black widow, my friend. You will get bit. I have seen enough, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen enough.
As if Erica going through losing her husband like this isn't bad enough, to have this evil retard attack her in such a vicious way and then incite tens of thousands on the internet to also join the chorus attacking her is the most despicable, disgraceful thing I've ever seen in media.
Erica Kirk should be dragged into a police precinct for questioning.
There will be a day
that she is capable of
10 to 15 years from now.
She's dangerous.
When my children will look back on this season of life, but they will see everything.
She takes pleasure in it too. It really enjoys in a really sick, sadistic way all of this.
They will
pain
see
she's
how this
inflicting.
world talked about their father,
the torture
their
and
mother,
harassment and abuse. She
even
loves
themselves. They will be able to read every headline, every accusation, every lie. And my prayer is their focus.
Oh yeah, good point, Amalek. What Jones got in trouble for Sandy Hook, this is literally a million times worse than that. Way worse than anything Jones said.
Isn't on all that noise, but rather on how their mother showed up and how she handled it.
I love you so much.
I love you.
All right, let's see. What is this? Charlie's Zionist pastor speaking out about this. He did a little live stream yesterday. People have been sharing around. Let's see a little more.
Then Stacy emailed me the other day, quote, "You were involved with the killing of Charlie. I can't trust anything you have to say. You were caught in lies," unquote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Does every difference or even contradiction between eyewitnesses of a murder automatically mean that, number one, someone is lying, and number two, that someone must be also guilty of murder? Does that follow? Now, I'm going to get to the so-called CPR contradiction in just a minute.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing they were saying. They're like, why didn't they do CPR when the blood was gushing out of his neck? Because every push you do on the chest where the blood pumps from would gush even more out of his neck, obviously. That's why. And these idiots that don't know anything about EMT or anything, all these armchair experts that know nothing, speak with such confidence, such chutzpah.
But first, I know that what I'm going to say on this program, on this show, isn't going to convince anyone who is following a personality rather than the evidence. But hopefully a few of you out there who have sort of drunk the Kool-Aid in that direction can, hopefully what I say here can help you realize that you're being manipulated. And I'm going to show you how you're being manipulated as this program unfolds.
All right.
You how you're being manipulated as this program. Look at all these people there. That's when I said unfolds. All right, now let's talk about the drones for a minute. I already mentioned this previously on a show several months ago, but the so-called drone contradiction is the fact that when we were driving into Utah Valley University that fateful day, September.
Hold on, look at this. There's a new video I haven't seen.
Although we are watching it on.
This is when they arrested him, or when he turned himself in?
Agent Davis, who are we seeing here?
That's Tyler Robinson.
And although we are watching it on video, what is he wearing at this time?
He's working a dark colored baseball cap with has like I believe it's like maybe the Hurley symbol on it, like a white symbol on.
Hurley symbol? That was him at the fast food place after the killing. Glasses over the white Hurley symbol. Look, they're trying to act like this isn't him. Hurley hat. Same Hurley hat he's got on right here. All right.
Davis,
hold on. I don't know if he turns around and they show it.
Here?
That's Tyler Robinson.
And although we are watching it on video, what is he wearing at this time?
He's working a dark colored baseball cap with has like I believe it's like maybe the Hurley symbol on it, like a white symbol on front. It's a burgundy short sleeve shirt with no graphics. It's blue jeans and gray and white tennis shoes. I believe they're Converse style tennis shoes.
And Agent Davis, who are we seeing
10th,
here?
Charlie got video on his phone that looked like it was from a drone, looked like it was from above of the crowd that was waiting. We were like an hour out and, wow, look at all these people there. And that's when I said to him, Charlie, I don't like this place. There are too many buildings. But Charlie just shrugged that off because he was brave and he knew he had to put himself at least in some harm's way. If he was going to love people, he can't completely wall himself off. In any event, it really looked like drone footage. And I said it like 5 days after the murder on the podcast about Charlie Kirk. I said, we got drone footage. I just assumed it was drone footage. You see something from above you, it's got to be a drone. That's what you think in today's society because drones are everywhere. But then it turned out Brian Harpool at some point later, it may have been the Sean Ryan podcast. I don't know when he said this, but he said there were no drones up. We couldn't have drones up. And in retrospect, especially when I went back to UVU in March, and I think I realized this even prior to that, there was a walkway above us that there was a breezeway that went out into this amphitheater.
All right. So that explains. They're like, oh, he's lying about the drone. He saw before the event started, somebody took a photo from a high vantage point, and he thought it was a drone. There you go. All right. I don't need to hear any more of that shit. Oh, you guys ready to tune into? Let's hear what the flat earthers have to say. Oh, do the flat earthers believe the official story? No way in hell. Let's hear what Flat Earth Dave and his conspiracy buddy are saying about the situation.
Today is July the 6th, and it's a very important day because the trial with Tyler Robertson begins. And I know 100% that no way possible that Tyler Robertson is the lone shooter in this whole case about Charlie Kirk.
Sorry, off topic, but James Tabor and Cam Waters, the vegan guy, we're just on History Valley discussing Christian Haile. Would love to hear you and Amalek respond to it.
Absolutely, we will do that. Good suggestion. I was not aware of that. But yeah, we were expecting that. He said he was going to do something with Tabor, I think, or they did another one before in the past. But yeah, we'll check that out. Thank you.
I know that for a fact.
100% for a fact, it was not Charlie Robinson. I am the vaccine police. What do you think, Flat Earth Dave? I really respect. Oh, no way. Look at this. Because Charlie threw a hat to somebody, that's a secret tarot card. Satanic ritual sacrifice. Oh my God, they're so retarded. This is a clip of him either waving to somebody or he just threw a hat into the crowd. Freeze framed. And you're going to say it's the magician. Oh, he's really alive. It's all a ritual. It's all theater. Yeah, flat earth kook level shit. That's what we're doing. That's where we're at now.
I also know today, July 6th, is the day that the Georgia Guidestones came down to the ground. And I was one of the last people to be there on July 5th. And this is where the satanic Luciferians have told you in plain sight they only want 500 million of us on this planet. That means about 7 billion have to be exterminated. And they're doing
satanic
it the best
Luciferians.
They did it with COVID. They're doing it with the vaccines. Who knows what else? The most important thing they're trying to do is create a civil war. And this is why it's so important to understand this, because you can't believe anything you're hearing from the television. You can't believe anything you're hearing from the alternative media, because I believe they're all bought and paid for.
Yeah, the only person you can trust is Flat Earth Dave Weiss. Hey, Layla, I think you might be better watching this guy. He's on board with you. Nothing, can't trust nothing. Nothing's real. Everything's fake. Space is fake. The firmament and Flat Earth Dave in the Bible, real.
That's my belief, and I can have that opinion. And we're going to go into that because, again, Alex Jones was taken off $1.5 billion trial, but he didn't. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Let's hear what Dave says.
Mind Unveiled. This man put out The Bride of Charlie exactly 3 months ago, and we haven't heard from him. We have not heard anything from him in 3 months. He's disappeared. And he broke down the Epstein files, and we're going to go into all that. But I want to talk about what we can prove, okay? I believe that Charlie Kirk is alive. That's my belief, okay? And I want Flat Earth Dave to come on here and go why he may believe, because right now, Candace, Stu Peters, Stu was one of the first to talk about.
They're all saying Candace and Stu Peters, and everybody is controlled opposition, and that the real conspiracy is Charlie's still alive. You ever seen Mind Unveiled on weed? Alex Jones just had on a guest the other day entertaining the idea that Charlie was still alive. Dude, it could not get any dumber.
The exploding mic, and then now Candace has come out with all this evidence now that they released, last Friday, and now she's gone to the 13th of all the exploding mic material and everything. And I believe this whole thing is a show.
It's all a
It's
show.
all a
It's all a
show.
show. Christopher, let me jump in. You're saying too many things. I got too many comments, right? And I'm going to forget. All right.
Finally, here we go.
Keep where you are in your notes. First thing I didn't know today was the anniversary of the Georgia Guidestones. So listen to this. The Georgia Guidestones, for those of you that don't know, have a little hole in them that when they were there, and you can see Polaris. And it shows you where Polaris is. It was up for over 41 years, and Polaris never drifted out of that hole due to the Earth's wobble. So this is what we call rock solid evidence that the
wobble is like every 26,000 years. How much is it going to move in 40 years if it's got a 26,000 year cycle? Do the math. Oh my God, dude. Flat Earth logic, man.
Earth is not wobbling. Different topic for them for today, but we made videos about it. They started going viral, and then all of a sudden, bam, somebody blew up the Georgia Guidestones, and there was no investigation, just like 9/11, right? 9/11 ties into today also because
oh my God, the Georgia Guidestones being blown up was a false flag, just like 9/11, totally.
That all of the lead influencers will never talk about, have not talked about, is holography. How holography is how they're tricking us. It's a magician trick, right? Charlie is part of it. He isn't a
proof. Look at this screen grab of him throwing a hat to the crowd. Clearly, he's a satanic Luciferian magician and still alive. What other evidence would you need to see?
In this at all, and we're going to go over that. And then you mentioned Sandy Hook, which is one of my babies that I've investigated. I don't believe Sandy Hook was fake. I know it was fake. All right, I absolutely 100% know it. And for those of you that are hearing this for the first time or are unsure, there's a website called StopLookThink.com. Scroll down, and all the stuff is there. And what I ask people today is do
not believe anything about eugenics.
Mike theory,
do not believe anything. Only believe us. Everything's a lie. Only trust us. Buy my products. Sign up for my app. Don't listen to anybody else. Everybody else lies. See, Layla would love this. Oh, you believe that. You believe that photo. That's CGI. Oh, you believe that person's a crisis actor. Oh, you believe that it's too blurry. I can't see it. Oh, you believe that? Like, am I spurging? Am I chimping out? Do I need to calm down? Ooh, Jewish Flat Earth Dave really grinds my gears, guys. 71, I'm chill. It is getting hot in here, though.
And by the way, there's a lot of researchers out there, or truth seekers, or independent media that are good, that aren't controlled. And I don't know at this point, who's controlled and who's not. It's clear on some people that are controlled, and we'll get into that today. But
let me guess. Anybody that isn't a flat earther is controlled.
Jimmy Dore actually put out a 1-minute video. I guess he was on Tucker Carlson. That's somebody who my opinion is also highly reserved on. But I want to play this little clip. Let me see if I can just share that one screen.
Heard enough. Carl Cookett, Christian. Buy my t-shirts. Based Nation. Bro, looks like a libertarian. Looks like a libertarian Christian. Anyway, look at what he says. Here's the logic. 6,000 likes. The harder turning point goes after Candace, the more obvious it becomes that she's right about everything. Stand with Candace. See, this is the Christ brain conspiratard logic. Right? It's Candace accusing Turning Point of wild accusations. They respond, and that's going after Candace. So if somebody makes up crazy, wild, atrocious lies about you, and then you respond and debunk them, does not mean that they're obviously right. This type of logic, man, it shows their brains are just like fried, twisted. The more obvious that Candace is a liar and you are clearly in a cult, Alex Jones calls out Sneeko for wanting to have gay sex with Andrew Tate and Ye.
He's a true Muslim. This year, Andrew Tate revealed that he and Ye won't associate with Sneeko because he, according to them, tried to have sex with them.
And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Nigga, you gay.
Look, this is all these weird bot accounts ever say. Just eat the Fed slop. It's kosher. Imagine calling me kosher, but not Candace Owens. Candace Owens, who gets everything, every narrative she has is kosher. Her whole career, to a decade, when I was exposing Zionist and what's kosher and not kosher, she was working for them. And this is what I see all day. This is the best you get. Some anon, no profile picture, nobody, probably Russian bot, programmed just to say, Fed slop, 7,000. Oh, you're a Zionist. On repeat.
And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore.
So I guess if you study what the Prophet Muhammad did, he reportedly got his secret magical powers from 30 virile black men filling his rectum with gallons of semen. I'm not kidding. Look it up. So in a way, not only is Islam all about pedophilia and marrying 9-year-olds, it's also about taking gallons of semen in your rectum. So I mean, in a way, I've got to say he's a true Muslim.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Oh no! Fuck you! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
But we're going to move on from Sneeko's quest to be like Muhammad when he wrestled with the 30 black men and they rode him, according to their top Islamic text.
Sneeko getting pressed about supporting Trump. Let's see what he says.
I went to the White House. That's a lie. You were at inauguration. I went to the inauguration. I didn't.
Oh, dude, you're wrong already. He wasn't at the inauguration. Let's see.
I never went to the White House.
That's a lie. You were at inauguration.
I went to the inauguration. I wasn't invited to the White House.
You were wearing the MAGA hat at the inauguration celebration. No?
When he said no new wars.
in D.C.
If he stayed consistent, I never went to the White House. I never went to the White House.
You're wearing was I don't know if the White House where the inauguration was next to all the Trump supporters.
He said no. He said he was going to. He said he was going to stop no new wars. I voted for him in 2016. That's the time I voted for Trump. In 2024, he said he was not going to start a new war.
After the Muslim ban. After he said he wanted a Muslim ban, you wore the MAGA hat.
Biden was the one who started in front of the Gaza war. Left, right, they're both bad.
The topic now.
I'm not changing the topic. The point is, if they lie and if they start wars after they said no new wars, that's wrong. But we can only vote for.
I would appreciate it if you admitted you were wrong for wearing the MAGA hat after the Muslim ban.
Obviously it was. He lied to us.
But he said he called for a Muslim ban and you still wore the MAGA hat and like still rocked with it.
Yeah, he lied.
This is what he's talking about. Remember, guys? It was the one that I got the screenshot of. He deleted this. He deleted this when Trump bombed Iran. He said, our best chance at global peace. And I said, this isn't going to age well when he bombs Iran, and took a screenshot of it, and he deleted it. And I've been bringing up the receipt and posting it, and then he deleted it again. Oh, that's funny. But he doesn't even have the MAGA hat on there. He just says he's supporting. Okay. Oh, dude, look at this. Pastor Anderson. Remember I did the stream the other night where I watched the Pastor Anderson documentary about all his kids saying he's abusive and beat them? Now he says he's so psychologically damaged by his 4 sniveling brats and evil pieces of trash children publicly accusing him of child abuse that he prays they either publicly recant so that he can get his good name back, or as an alternative that God destroys and spectacularly punishes them, because otherwise he's going to quit preaching. This is oh no, I'm not going to watch the whole thing right now, but he's feasing and I want to see it. And you don't deserve to be a famous internet pastor if you abused and beat your kids and justify it because the Bible says so. Sorry.
In Europe, I told you, our country is dominated by Jewish
Christian. I'm a Christian American nationalist, and white people are demonized by the left, by the Red Green Alliance, by Israel and everybody, and I'm sick of it. White people are 7% of the world population. Anglo-Saxons are like 2%.
There's no point in just
I am
preaching.
sick of being run over. And everybody that's declared war on us, I'm saying, okay, then.
You think I declared war on you?
And you want to declare
You think
war?
I declared
don't care if
war?
you're Israel. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you're a Chi-Com. I don't care who you are. You want to fight? You fucking got one.
Okay, so you're
fucking games are over.
You want a war? You want a crusade? Now
you're don't worry. You're gonna get one, pal.
You're gonna then well done. You just played into the hands of the Jewish
That's right.
supremacists controlling our country.
It ain't gonna
well
be,
done.
No.
That's what Elon Musk wants you to.
Modern day crusade. Jones just launched the modern day crusade. Christian Muslim alliance seems to be going well.
It's going to be cultural, so you can sit over there and fuck your daughters, and you can sit over there and marry fucking 7-year-olds, and you can sit over there and fuck little boys.
You're chipping out.
Who want your shit out of here?
The predominant pedophile demographic in Europe, I told you, was white
bullshit.
guys. It's not.
That's 500,000 girls groomed by the Islamics.
250,000 was the estimated number. You just doubled it, and that's completely conflated.
It's 500,000 now. They had it in Parliament. And here's the other thing:
500,000 estimated. You can look at the report.
I love how Sneeko is like trying to like minimize and downplay this. Like it's not something that we should be mad about. Fuck you, Sneeko. Dude, get this guy out of here. Deport Sneeko already. I know he's born in America, an American citizen. I don't care. If you hate America so much, go move to Iran or wherever the hell you want to go. Saudi Arabia or Mecca or wherever.
Starmer protected him. We know the British leadership are a bunch of pedophiles. I exposed that 30 years ago. It's bullshit.
Okay, relax.
And I said it's the Islamic law. You just said, Sneeko, when I said it's Islamic law, that I'm wrong. It's bullshit.
Okay, relax, Alex. We're just getting started. Sharia means law. Under Sharia law, Muslims are supposed to follow the law of the land. Nobody here is trying to change the Constitution. In fact, it seems like you are, because you think that I should be deported for exercising my First Amendment rights. We have freedom of religion here.
You are either you're super ignorant.
We have freedom of speech.
Yeah, Muslims taking over America, I'm sure that wouldn't change. They wouldn't try to change the Constitution or any laws. Definitely not.
Under Sharia law, you obey the law.
I got thousands of top imams saying we will make you take Sharia law. I got them at the state houses in Congress.
Where?
Everywhere saying you're going to adopt Sharia law.
Where are you seeing in America? The imams are trying to spread Sharia law in America. Name one.
My God, they have.
Name one imam.
City councils
name one imam
on.
who's trying to bring Sharia law in America. Where?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Name
I'm
one.
live on your.
Tell me. You said you know 20,000.
Imams called for Sharia law in America.
You said you know 20,000. Can you tell me an imam who wants?
You're telling me Islam doesn't want Sharia law on Islam worldwide? Are you denying that?
To bring Sharia law in America, please.
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Okay.
That's the name of the imam. Durka. Okay, that's got him. Let's see Alex's son talk about the debate. We'll see if there's any more clips, and then we'll wrap it here. We'll wrap it to Macrometers Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi. New DJ. This looks like me, dude. DJ Jesus. Okay.
Just playing Fortnite, watching Alex Jones debate Sneeko, or watching my dad bicker with Sneeko on a stream for like 75 minutes. It was pretty good. I wanted to point out kind of what...
Yeah, they're always saying they're going to bring Sharia law to Europe and Sharia law everywhere they go and Islam worldwide. I mean, that is Islam. It's also Christianity and Noahide Judaism too, though. So, like, Jones, you want everybody under the Torah laws.
Sneeko was trying to do. Sneeko was trying to point at the West to say, look at the West. Look how decadent
no, it's not
you
Lucas
are.
Gage.
Look how weak the society
Dude, nice crucifix, bro.
Is, the birth rate. They're all the answers for this are in Islam. You're weak.
Dude, Rex has been scared of me. I DM'd him a while back. I'm like, oh, let's do something, dude. He's. What are you so scared of, Rex? Hasn't there been enough gatekeeping?
Because of your Western culture.
Yeah, this is Alex's son.
And then whenever my dad points to Europe, he goes, oh, no, we're talking about America, when it's very clear we're talking about the West. Very sneaky, Mr. Sneeko. I guess it's in the name.
Sneaky snake,
but
Sneeko?
My point bringing that up is this, okay? Sneeko says we're weak because of our Western values, and that's why we need Islam. And as he says, every household will be Muslim, every home will embrace Islam. Well, if we're weak because of our Western values, Sneeko, how does your other argument go when you say it's all the Jews' fault, right? When you say it's all Israel's fault, when it's all the Jews' fault, it's world Jewry, which, I do in large part agree with, right? How do you square that circle? So it's either the Western values or the Jewish values that have supplanted the Western values, because we had a different system before, and I think even he would agree with that, right? Notice how that does.
Sorry, Rex. Can't do it. Let's hear it.
Myron Gaines.
He had Sneeko on right before, Nick on right before, and Nick's been at war with Sneeko the last few weeks.
Well, and what's interesting about it is I actually saw Sneeko do a stream a little bit later with the brother of Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. And the brother is from Sudan, and he was born a Muslim. He's a lifelong Muslim. Sneeko's a convert. Sneeko is born Catholic, born in America. He's not Arab. He's not from the Muslim world. He became Muslim. And he sat down, he talked with Ryad, who's brother of Myron Gaines. And Ryad was talking to Sneeko about this big public prayer they did in Times Square. And Ryad, who's actually born a Muslim, like I said, from Sudan, from a Muslim country, speaks Arabic. He said, actually, that's not a good Muslim practice. He said, because when Muslims go out in Times Square and they do their prayer in public, he said, that's provocative. And it's intended to be provocative. He said, what you're doing when you do this is you're antagonizing everybody. And what that does is it actually makes people dislike Muslims.
Okay, hold on. We got Sneeko bringing up that he's attracted to Blair White. Let's see this. I saw Jones address this the other day, too. What did he say? He's like, oh, that was on air. I forgot what he said.
Yeah, you played that clip of your friend Andrew Tate saying that I tried to have sex with him 4 years ago, and then he continued to do streams with me for 4 years. What was that all about?
Well, you did say that you thought you were gay when you were 14.
You said that you thought Blair White was attractive and that God works in mysterious ways and that your genetics thought that that was a real woman. I was saying
he said his dick told him it was a real woman. But to be a little bit fair, the nuance, he was making the comparison of like it's ma'am, like the really manly looking trans people compared to like one that you could actually be tricked by. That's actually what he was saying. But he did get busted with looking at tranny porn on his phone with the window. So there is that.
Blair White was attractive in that God works in
HT brought up, that's right, HT brought up the Blair White thing. And Jones was like, that was on air. That wasn't blah, blah, blah. I was just saying she looks like a woman compared to other trans people. It's a gay off. Yeah, this is funny.
You said that you thought Blair White was attractive and that God works in mysterious ways and that your genetics thought that that was a real woman. I was saying that this is from a comedy podcast clip from when I was 14 years old.
My main show.
You're clipping up from when I was 14. You're the one saying you were bricked up from Blair White from this man. If you want conservative values, why are you getting horny from this from a transgender?
You've never heard chat. Do you know what bricked up means? Think about it, Jones. What gets hard like a brick when you see Blair White, Jones?
Conservative values. Why are you getting horny from this from a transgender?
I've never.
Yeah, you played that clip.
He was bumbling there. Stuttering much?
Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus Christ! You're such a little bitch,
dude. That is so funny. His bumbling.
Transgender.
I've never.
Yeah, you played that clip of your friend Andrew.
That's good. That is so good.
Obviously, because it's meant to be a challenge. When they go and take up space in the public square, literally in Times Square, it's meant to say, we are here, we're Muslim, this is our territory now. And so ironically, it's the person who was born Muslim, is Muslim, speaks Arabic, who says, no, don't do this. This is going to backfire. And what's interesting, Sneeko replied to that and said, you just want to be white. You just want to be white so bad. You just want to make the white people happy. And you realize that this Muslim and left-wing thing, it goes hand in hand, which is to say that it's all motivated fundamentally by anti-Americanism. They hate whites, they hate Christendom, and they recognize America as emblematic of Europe and Christendom. This is the big white Christian empire, whether we like that or not. That's how they see it, and that's really what it represents to them. And so when you see Sneeko say, the whole world's going to be Muslim, la 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 la, the whole world's going to be Muslim, whatever. And then you see him the next day and he's looking like a maniac. He's baring his teeth, his eyes are wide, he's like a maniac. You recognize that what this is about is really something like a race war. For all this talk about rejecting the idolatry of skin color, the idolatry of one's race, these material things, why did Sneeko become Muslim? Why does he wear the black suit?
Because he doesn't fit in anywhere. He's such a biracial, triracial, quiracial, part Jewish mutt that he had no identity, and that's the universal big tent, huge non-white audience that he could grift off of. He saw his idol Andrew Tate becoming Muslim, and he followed in his footsteps, being a good little Noahide. Shilling the Abrahamic paradigm.
He's trying to emulate Malcolm X because he thought Christianity was too white. He needed an anti-white religion, a non-white religion, a third world religion. So he doesn't feel like an Uncle Tom. He doesn't feel like he wants to be white. He's not desperate to be liked. And when you hear this rhetoric about, we're going to end all racism, we're going to end all genocide, we're going to make the whole world Muslim, it's really indistinguishable from leftism. It's indistinguishable from what leftists say about America with their socialist, anti-colonial, anti-Western.
Look at this. Another lie that Candace has been saying. She says Lance Twiggs, the furry boyfriend of Robinson, was never questioned, which it came out in the trial now, preliminary hearings. They did question him. Of course they questioned him. How could she? Yeah. How many things can she say with such confidence and be so terribly wrong about before people wake up that she has no credibility?
Lance Twiggs, the person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even question him, which is bonkers. Yeah, Lance Twiggs.
Look at her face as she lies.
The person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even question him.
Dude, if you can't tell just from her facial expressions that she's bullshitting,
which is bonkers.
Yeah, bonkers if it would be true, and it's not true. Of course it's not true.
Lance Twiggs, the person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even.
Dude, I can't believe anybody is still listening to her at all.
Anti-American rhetoric, and that's why they're natural allies. That's why, and it's sort of interesting because you look at a guy like Zohran Mamdani, who Sneeko's a big supporter of in New York. Mamdani is a Muslim, but Mamdani.
All right, I don't want to hear any more of this. Let's see. Candace Owens as Tyler Robinson's defense attorney.
Everything that guy just says bullshit. Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. That's devastating to my case.
Vigilantes to kill you. I said my snake or black widow. Vigilantes to kill you. I said my snake or black widow analogy was not talking about violence, but why I have a phobia of pouring gasoline on myself and lighting myself on fire, or jumping off a 5,000-foot cliff, or playing with black widows in my hand, or playing with rattlesnakes. You have those phobias because it's a natural thing to something your brain recognizes is dangerous.
You're scared of me?
I am absolutely scared of giant hordes
a foreign threat of a foreign religion and foreign people taking over as the goal of the religion. Yes, that's a threat, Sneeko.
World populations that keep women as slaves and
you
get
said me. You
9-year-olds
said you
pregnant.
want to deport him now. You're scared of me individually?
I am scared of being a cuck and laying down to people that declare their superiority and their supremacy over me. And you are following Orthodox Islam and are openly announcing we will dominate you, we will control you. So you follow the Quran? Do you believe?
Well,
I should either have to pay the tax.
You said he said he wanted New York to be New Yorkistan, and Islam to take over.
What I said.
Pay the Jesus, pay the tax.
Let's be specific about what I said.
Or have my head chopped off. Which way is it? Is it in the Quran? I pay the tax, I convert to Islam, or my head's chopped off. Which one is it?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say it. You said you read the Quran twice. It doesn't say that
I can show you 1,000 imams reading the hadiths of the Quran. No, there's three things.
Hadiths are not in the Quran. You clearly haven't read it if you think hadiths are in the Quran. So because you don't know about Islam, let's talk about
Muslim scholars. You're saying Islam doesn't say.
Yeah, you're acting like hadiths don't have any authority in Islam. Dude, this is apologetics, pill pull, sweeping.
You convert, or you pay the tax, or your head gets cut off.
Dude, looks like Sneeko got cooked. Guess it's over for Sneeko. The snake Sneeko, the monkey, the clown, according to Mizrachi. How many L's is he going to take this week? He did give us the W, though, with Spencer on with his Muslim friend. Spencer dropped the Judeo paradigm stuff on there. That was a W. That was our W. All right, guys, that is all we have for today. I'm going to wrap it up. I got to go do this other guy's show. I think it's recorded. I don't know when it's be up. He's got a big YouTube, so that'll be cool. Dude, bruh. So you guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, clip, leave a comment below, sign up on Subscribestar, Substack, all the links in the description below. Shout out for all the support, hitting the goal today, making the show possible. Appreciate you guys. Everybody that donated, wouldn't be able to do it without you. And we're going to go out to, big shout out Macrometer. We're going to go out to your new Yeshua HaMashiach song, The White Rabbi, DJ Jesus. Looks like it's going to be some fire. Let's go. Go to the gym. Hail the old gods. Down with Yahweh. And see you guys tomorrow with Mark Collette. 2 p.m. Eastern.
White Christ Mafia. Shout out to Evan Williams. He's my brother in White Christ. Mashiach first.
Thank you, Pivot. Got it.
Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi, to the Goyim dog.
Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi, to the Goyim dog. Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi, to the Goyim dog. Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi, to the Goyim dog. Yeshua HaMashiach, White Rabbi, to the Goyim dog.
Dude, this bumps. To the Goyim dog. This is the music we deprogrammed the Christ brains with. And Oliver Tree. To the Goyim dog. Sloppy seconds for the Goyim dog. The footstools, man.
To the Goyim dog.